Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now, it's just been announced by Fabrizio Romano that Arsenal have started concrete talks with Šeško. We're going to talk about the season in another video. Once, maybe in another few days, we're going to review the season and everything. Just, give some time to reflect. But look, there's a lot of transfer news, so we just have to address it. Yeah, the talks are now. Arsenal are apparently interested in signing Benjamin Šeško. Now, of course, this summer it's been clear. It's between Šeško and Gyökeres. The rumors are, the reports are saying that Arteta wants Šeško, whilst Berto wants Gyökeres. And, the fans are mixed. For me, I was team Gyökeres, just because of the fact that, look, he's a proven striker. I know he's not done in the Premier League or in a top 5 European league, but the numbers, I mean, the amount of goals this guy has scored, you can't, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but you just have to ignore the league when you're scoring that many goals. Like, that is a gun, man. And for me, that's what I wanted. I wanted a Gyökeres. And to be honest, I was hesitant between the two. I really wasn't too sure. But if it's Šeško, then I guess it's Šeško. And let's talk about Šeško. Firstly, look, the guy is 21 years old, okay? He still has time to develop. He still has time to grow. He looks like a good player. There's the clips of him. He definitely has a good shot to him. I think that's his main attribute. The way he can shoot a ball, his power shots. That is probably his main attribute. The thing that stands out. And for me, look, the main thing really is for also just can't flop the next striker signing. That is just simple thing. The way we are right now, we haven't won. No, we've gone 3 times second place. And it's been clear, especially from the last season and the season before that, we needed a striker. And for me, it was only until this season I've realized how important we really needed a striker. And we just cannot flop this signing. Whether it's a Šeško or a Gyökeres, we just simply cannot afford to flop this signing, because the amount of money that we're about to spend on one of them, and where we are at a position where we need to win the title. That is as simple as it is. When you're finishing 3 times second place, you now need to go win the title. You cannot keep coming second. You need to make that next big step. Is Šeško that player? The guy is 21 years old. He hasn't played in major, big high stake matches. He's played in a few Champions League game, but Leipzig, I don't think he's ever won the league with them. And what we really need is someone that can take us over the line. I could be completely wrong, and I could be 100, and Šeško could be that player. But as of now, I still have some doubts of him, and I'm sure a lot of fans will, just because of the fact that when you look at his numbers, it's not really that impressive. It's really not that impressive. But of course, we have seen players like, most notably, Isaac, who in La Liga had very low numbers, comes to Premier League, blows up. And I think that's what a lot of fans are expecting, and I think the club as well. They are really trying to go for that model of trying to get a very young player in, mold him, and then let him grow and basically benefit off him. And I think that it's clear that's what the club is trying to do. But the issue is, can Arsenal afford to do that? That's on a lot of fans and the club. For me, the reason why I did prefer Gyökeres is just because he seemed more ready. The guy is 26, 27. He is in his prime years right now. And you watch him play, and you can tell this guy is a fighter. He looks like he's someone who is ready to guide the team. I saw him take a penalty against Benfica, 110th minute, wherever it was. The guy scored it and he looked calm. So, look, I don't even know which one to choose, okay? I know I'm sounding like I'm a team Gyökeres, but for me, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that does matter for me is the price. Not because it's coming out of my pockets. Trust me, I don't care about that. The thing that I care about the price is because the reports are saying Šeško can be up to around, going up to £90 million. That is a lot of money. That is where you could sign a Gyökeres and then you can sign a wing on top. Because for me, Šeško alone is not enough. He is definitely not enough. And what will smoothen will help Šeško is if we get a top winger. And that is the main thing. Arsenal just cannot just get a striker and leave out that. We need another winger. We need a more attacking player, and we need a left winger. That's why for me, £90 million is a lot of money. If Arsenal spend £90 million, that's a reported price. It could be completely off. If it's £90 million and you just wasted down a striker, that is massive. Like, that striker has to now perform. Like, you have put a lot of pressure on this striker. But at the end of the day, man, just to summarize, it doesn't matter who you sign. Arsenal need to win the league. Whether it's a Šeško or the Gyökeres, they need to come in firing. We cannot afford to have another season where we come second, okay? For me, we have to try win the league. And Šeško, I think he's a good signing. I think, you know, the guy has a lot of potential. He's 21 years old. He's scored, I don't know, 13 league goals. I have spoken to some Leipzig fans on social media, and they said that Šeško, he's a very good player. He has a lot of talent. They see the potential in him. The only thing they say he does lack is a bit of physicality, which did get me a bit, you know, what's the word? A bit concerned, because in the Premier League, the last thing you want to lack is physicality. But I'm sure he has all the attributes. I'm sure if he comes to Arsenal, he will do well. Like I said, we need gunmen, and as he is a gunman, like if you see the shot, like this guy has some crazy shot on him, and that's something that we need. We don't have. If you watch some of the goals he scored this season, especially go watch the Bayern Munich one where he did it outside of the foot. You tell me which Arsenal player would have done that. Not one single Arsenal player has that type of finish in the locker. So for me, we need some type of X factor. We've needed it for a long time, and I think Šeško could be that player. I really do think he does have the potential. I know I was a team Gyökeres, but honestly, I am warming up to Šeško. Let's see what happens. There's still, you know, there's so many twists and turns. We're so early in the transfer window, but this is what I think a lot of Arsenal fans want to see. They want to see movements early on. They want to see Arsenal really assemble the team early on, go for a good pre-season and go from there. None of this last-minute transfer window, this deadline, and then you end up signing, God knows, I don't even know who you go sign Danny Ings or something last minute. You know, we can't be affording to do that. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments, are you team Gyökeres or are you team Šeško? Because it's been a mixture. It's been a mixture of both. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.